Good afternoon. My name is Antonino, and I would like to discuss an age-old debate of why do athletes get paid more than doctors. But first, let me introduce you to Dr. Kidd and NBA Joe. All right, Dr. Kidd is the best orthopedist in Washington State, while NBA Joe is a bench player for the New York Knicks. All right. Can someone tell me the average salary for Dr. Kidd?
200 grand.
200 grand?
300 grand.
300 grand?
$5,000.
5 grand. Wow, I don't know anybody who will be a doctor with 5 grand. But he actually makes $443,000, while NBA Joe, who's a bench player, makes $507,000. Right? Now this pie chart represents the amount of athletes that we have towards doctors in comparison. As you can tell, there's less athletes than there is doctors, right? So I'm going to quote a famous baseball catcher, professional baseball catcher, Johnny Bench. Jimmy Connors plays 2 tennis matches and winds up with $850,000. Muhammad Ali fights 1 bout and makes $5 million, right? I play 199 games and I'm overpaid. All right, that's his quote. It actually makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So as a society, what do we value more? Obviously, doctors give more back to service to the community, correct? Would you agree? Right? They extinguish worries, they lengthen lives, and they better the quality of life of people, right, in the community. We don't think twice about spending $800 for an iPhone, right? Someone in the audience obviously has an iPhone. I think you do. You have an iPhone, right? That was $800. But we don't want to spend $200 to get a specialist's opinion on treating a serious condition. What are our priorities? Athletes appeal to us because they're glamorous. First of all, I like to state that they're actually very skilled in their sport. How many of you know anybody that can throw a 90-mile-per-hour curve or fastball? Anybody? Or how many do you know can shoot a three-pointer with a hand in his face? Or run through a defensive line of 300-pounders? Collectively, not that many, I would assume, because I don't know any. Okay? Basically, what it boils down to is 2 simple words: supply and demand. High demand with a low supply will pay the highest. Now you think about it, there's only 1 Aaron Rodgers, 1 LeBron James, and 1 Wayne Gretzky. Okay? As a result, teams bid for these players, and these players can negotiate for the highest amount of money. Now on the other spectrum, low demand with a high supply will pay the least. Now in reference to Dr. Kidd, okay, the demand is still high, but there are still a large amount of doctors to choose from. Okay? The large number of doctors, Dr. Kidds, dictates their salary, which makes sense for specialized doctors like orthopedists, radiologists, cardiologists, right? They get paid more than a family practitioner because they're very specialized, and the amount of them are actually 10 to 100. Okay? Now here's the kicker. They make much of their money from you, the fan, short for fanatic. Okay? We fanatics buy the tickets, purchase an enormous amount of merchandise just to flaunt around and show our pride of our teams, right? Okay? Think about it for a moment. A 50,000 people stadium at $50 to $200, okay, for a decent seat, probably higher, that now equates to $4 million per game. I never thought about that. I just paid my $100 to go watch them play baseball. Okay? Here's another example. Local team, Seattle Seahawks, raked in $176 million in branded merchandise and made $275 million in stadium ticket sales. 1 year. 1 year. All right? Now, to wrap things up, I'll leave you with a thought. Americans love to watch sports because it gives them an emotional outlet, an alternative to their usual occupations. and a way of indulging their competitive instincts by proxy. Others say that seeing gifted athletes perform under pressure enliven their spirit, civic or national camaraderie, as they would say. Deep down inside, it's actually, at its core, sports are a form of entertainment. We pay to visit the ballpark, just like we pay for a movie, and we also watch them intently on TV. And those that entertain us get paid nearly 7 figures or more. 6 figures, 7 figures, they get paid a lot from us, okay? We watch our favorite athletes with an almost creepy tenacity. I find it kind of creepy. But we follow them on social media and we spout out their stats as if they're our own. We take pride in our players, in our team players. America's priorities are quickly shifting towards entertainment and the smaller of our attention spans become, the less there is for anything else. And that concludes my speech.